What's up, Facebook? So I'm going to invite some people here. I'm going live from my own page again. I want to say some things, and first I'll just say that it's called people in general and why I don't fit in, and I'll explain that in a minute. So give me a minute. Let me invite some people here. Let me invite everybody. Get everybody here. And as people trickle in, we'll get this discussion going. Kind of give some people some time to come in and start watching the conversation, because there's going to be a little bit of a conversation piece. Hopefully we can get a conversation going here, maybe get some things figured out and where we're at, because there's a lot to happen soon, and I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So let's let some people trickle in here, get some people watching. We're going to have a little conversation here, so if you're here now, kind of chill out for a minute, watch. We're going to have some fun here. We're going to have a discussion and maybe have some laughs, maybe have some assholes or whatever. But either way, we're going to figure some things out. This post is titled People in General and How I Don't Fit In. And it's kind of that way for a reason. It's kind of a therapeutical piece, I guess, maybe. I don't know, we'll find out. But let's find out what's going on. Let me finish here. I'll be getting on post here in a minute. Let me finish what I'm doing here. There we go. All right. So we got people here. Lone Wolf, how you doing today? Lone Wolf, let's give some shout outs. Lone Wolf, come on, we'll shout out. Lone Wolf, how you doing? Good to see you watching. We're going to talk about people in general and where it is that I fell out or didn't fit in. I don't know, all my life, But Lone Wolf, I'm glad you're here. Please share the post. Let's get some people watching if you can. Start a watch party. Good to see you. Love you. I send my love across the nation. So this post is titled People in General and How I Don't Feel In or Fit In. And to me, I don't fit in because I don't candy coat anything. I'm pretty well just straightforward. I don't have to hold no punches back. Most people don't know how to take that. They think it's I don't know, maybe a little too much. All my life I've been the underdog. So let me start by saying that right now. All my life I've been the underdog. I've been basically, how would you say it? I've never really fit into the crowd. I've been basically against the odds my whole life. I wasn't expected to survive when I got burned. I did. I wasn't expected to survive when I hung myself. I did. That's the only way to be, bro, is tell it like it is. Well, Lone Wolf, it seems like most people don't understand that, though. It seems like most people just take that wrong, and they I don't know what it is, but maybe they just don't know how to handle the truth. Because really, it seems like most people don't know how to take what I say. They want to just instigate it and be all crazy about it. I've never really been a very violent person. And the fact is, there's friends in my friend list that'll tell you, for the most part, I used to be a very quiet person. I rarely spoke at all. I just started speaking here recently because people started making me. It was kind of, that's right, Lone Wolf. It was pretty much like people forced it. They started coming out, like John McClane. He started coming out and doing all this homeless problem thing. And then things made life hard on me. Because I was homeless at the time. And when things start becoming a problem with me, or start making life harder on me, then I make life harder on that person too. I'm not afraid of anyone. Make that clear. That's right. I can't be quiet. God's work is never quiet. But for the most part, I was always quiet. People would talk to me and I would say very little, if anything. Most people kind of took me for stupid. And that's what they do to quiet people. They take them for stupid. See, because they don't say anything at all, they think they're dumb or illiterate, or maybe they don't have an education or something, but they underestimate people who are quiet. And that's the thing, I said little to nothing at all because I really had nothing to say. There wasn't much to say. I wasn't at a good spot in my life where, I wanted to really talk to anybody. And then when people started coming out and infringing on my life and making my life hard, well, life became hard on them too. I want to welcome everybody that's joining the conversation. I'm more than happy to have a conversation here. You can read the title, People in General and How I Don't Fit In. And that's right, Lone Wolf, they do. They underestimate the quiet ones, and then when they learn the hard way, they get mad. See, and then it's always ridicule and, oh, you're an asshole, or, well, okay, so I'm an asshole. I've been called that before. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. But the fact is, I do things that most people call unconventional. But you know something? My life always works out. I've always come out in the head. I've done a lot of things that most people would probably be scared to do. And I'll guarantee there's friends out there in my friend list right now that will tell you that. I've done some crazy fucking shit. I'm not afraid. There's not one person in this world that intimidates me. I also have nothing to hide. The greatest thing in the world that I ever received was conviction. It was conviction. See, because now I can be transparent. You don't have to fucking look too hard to find what I am or who I am. I'll tell you. Just ask. You ain't got to guess. It's simple as that. You ain't got to guess. I'll tell you who I am. And you know what? If you have any doubts that I'm telling you the truth, hell, I'm sure there's some friends here on Facebook. You can look them up that are on my timeline, and they'll tell you. I'm a straight up individual. I don't know where my mission went wrong. I started Homeless Advocate Connection as a mission. The mission was to bring equal rights to the homeless people and change the face of homelessness. That's right. I gotta be real. Who else can I be? I can only be me. I can't be anybody else, because if I try to be someone else, I'm failing at life. My life is great. I don't need to be anybody else. I'm happy with myself. You can call me a dope addict. You can call me a mess head, a pothead, whatever you want to call me. Because I won't deny it. If I'm a pothead, I'm a pothead. If I'm a mess head, I'm a mess head. But you know what? The one thing I've never been is a liar and a thief. I have no need to lie to you, and I got no need to steal from you. I started Homeless Advocate Connection as a mission. The mission was to help and bring equal rights to the homeless people and change that face that was put on them as they are the problem. Because they're not. Most of them were just like me. Really, they wanted to be left alone. The fact is, people came out and offered help that they never produced. And they kept doing it and kept doing it. Well, in the meantime, well, sometimes what they say can hurt you, especially when they're doing it in front of city governments. That's the problem. Too many people base what they believe about someone off of the news media, off of what somebody else says about them. You know, it's a horrible thing. See, people said bad things about me, and look how people treat me now. People like Louis Arthur saying, oh, don't listen to him. He's just bipolar. Well, now people just pawn me off. They write me off, and it's sad. It's sad. Instead of coming to get to know me, they took what Louis Arthur and John McClane and all them said about me and made that me. And that's what they did to the homeless. They took what others said about them and made that the face of them. And that's an unfair judgment. It's a very unfair judgment. Because I tell you, there are bad ones out there. There are those that really are trouble. It's their trouble. But the fact is, there's a lot of them out here that are good people too. And when I started Homeless Advocate Connection, the intent was to gain support, to become real people that help homeless people. I wanted to gather a community of people that had no questions. When we start this thing, I don't want to have to post time and time again. I'm not asking you to set yourself out anything. I'm not asking for anything. I'll take care of myself. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. But the fact is, there's a lot of people out there that do. So the purpose of Homeless Advocate Connection was to form that community that if one of us didn't have it to help someone, the other one did. And the ones that did came forward with it. And we always got that person help without pointing our fingers at them. We're not there to criticize their downfalls or their addictions or we're not there for that. That's not what God put us here for. He said help those in need and he'll change your hearts eventually. See, if we're going to bring more people to Christ, how do we bring people to Christ? Well, we show them that Christ is there. That we care because we follow God. And when you follow God, you love one another, period. You love one another. You love one another. So if we're going to follow God, the fact is, I'm putting together a source of advocates who are ready, willing, and able to pitch in what they got to help others. That was the purpose of Homeless Advocate Connection. That was the purpose. That's exactly what I set it up for. And the fact is, nobody joined in. I mean, you know, I would post out there, hey, somebody needs this or that, but nobody helped. So now I'm asking again. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to start a ministry here soon. I've got people working on the legal paperwork so I can be a legal ministry and a business, and I'll be legal. And the fact is, I need a community behind that ministry. I don't need people that are going to say they're there and not there. I need people that are real. I've always been there when I said I would be there. And that's what I need, is people just like that. I need people that are real to their word. If you say you're going to be there and you can help people, then let's do this. I'm not asking much. I'm not asking much. I don't want your money. I got the money in taken care of. I got that taken care of. And that's a fact. What I'm asking of everybody is if I post up there that we need clothes for donations, what an idiot. If I post up there that we need clothes, pants for men or pants for women or dresses or skirts or hygiene kits, well, you know, we don't sit there and ridicule the person asking. We just bring it and know that what they're doing with it is going to go to the homeless. It's going to go to people who need it. I don't want anything from anybody. I have my income. Now I have a place to stay. See, God supplied for me. God supplied for me. He brought that one person out of the woodworks that truly believed in God and heard what I said and said, you know what, this guy knows what he's talking about. It just took that one person to listen. Because when you really think about it, I've been out here a long time. I know a lot of people. And the fact is, the way it looks is people are starting to become more and more accepting of me and starting to realize just what I talk about is true. I'm not here to pull no punches on nobody. I'm not here to hide nothing from nobody. I'm here because I want to help people. I used to be that guy that never helped nobody. But you know what? That changed a little bit. I stayed silent for a long time because I had nothing to say. Not because I didn't know, but because I had nothing to say. That doesn't mean anything bad about me. And you know what? If you truly believe in the good book, you would know. Jesus said one thing, it's not what goes in a man that defileth man. It's what comes out of the man that defileth man. So you sit there and point your fingers at me for being a drug addict and use that as an excuse not to help me. But Jesus never used that as an excuse not to accept me and forgive me. And that's a fact. Never once. Never once. Jesus also didn't use that as an excuse to not forgive y'all. He didn't use that as an excuse. What he did was, I forgive you, you're forgiven. It's that simple. So what I'm asking is, when are people going to finally see that I'm real? I'm real. I'm very, very real. I'm not hiding anything from y'all. This ministry is an important ministry to me. I want to help as many people as I can. Because to me, the end of days are coming. And there's way too much judgment in this world. There's way too many people pointing the finger at someone. And you know, the verbal abuse you give them, it tears them apart. It tears them down. We're supposed to build people up, not tear them down. Let God change their whatever He doesn't like about them. It's not our job to judge. That's not our job. I don't care if you believe in God or not. Any atheist, any pagan, any other religion can help somebody just as well as I can. You don't have to believe in God to have human compassion and to believe in humanity. You don't have to believe in God. Anyone can help someone. Anyone can pitch in to help people. It's not excluded to just one race, or just one religion, or just one theology. It's across the board. Look, y'all, I've never really I never really asked for much. And I'm not asking for anything. But you know, I'm out here trying to help people. And so many people say they're with me or whatever. But the fact is, look how many people really were. And that really hurt my feelings. Y'all saw me get mad. Sure I got mad. You know why? I didn't get mad because I'm bipolar. I got mad because I'm passionate. I got mad because I'm passionate. I'm passionate about the people that I'm supporting and helping. I'm very passionate. I believe in every one of them. I believe somewhere deep down in them, they all want help. But the fact is, too many people came out offering dry promises, pointing a finger at them and judging them. That's right, it comes down to faith. See, the fact is, if you guys have a little faith in me, I'll put a little faith in you. I can only have faith in you if you return that faith. And we all got to have faith in God, in a higher power. We all got to have it. We can sit here and ridicule and shame all day long. We can do that all day. But you know what that gets done? Nothing. We're all saying we're homeless advocates, right? A lot of us say we're homeless advocates. Well, if you're a homeless advocate, and I'm a homeless advocate, and he's a homeless advocate, Doesn't that mean we all got to be fighting for the same thing? Doesn't that mean we all got to be fighting the same thing? Fighting for the same thing? We all got to be on one page? I'm not against taking people's ideas, but I am against people who call us a problem. Look, there's a lot of problems in the world. A lot of them. COVID-19, that's a problem. The Democrats trying to sell us out to globalism in other countries. That's a problem. Abu Zinu, I don't know who you are. Looks like a fake account to me. You know, it is what it is, man. You say what you want. I can't discourage you from saying what you want. It's freedom of speech. You can have a good one, laugh it up. I don't care. The fact is, we're all one people. We're all one people. If we all come together, the secret to solving homelessness is everybody getting together and on the same page doing the same thing, and that's called loving one another. If I don't have something to help somebody and I say, hey, this guy needs this, somebody else comes through with it. If you don't have if you see somebody needs help and they need something specific and you can't get it, then post it and let's get it. That's what Homeless Advocate Connection was about. That's what the purpose was. It was about people helping others, helping one another. We're not ridiculing or shaming, we're helping. If they say they need a change of clothes, we all come together and figure out how to get them that change of clothes. If they need a shower, we all come together and figure out who can get them a shower and how we can get them to that shower. If someone needs shelter, we figure out a way to shelter them. Because in the Bible, that's what Jesus did. That's what Jesus did. But we got to get some boots on the ground here. We got to come together. We got to be hand in hand. It can't just be one person all the way. Because what that does is that drains that person and it burns them out. It burns them out. I'm not asking for myself. If I would have had people helping me a long time ago, I'd have never had to ask for myself, because myself is taken care of. Myself is taken care of. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I just got your comment about the sun. I'm sorry. I'm kind of in public right now and I'm walking down the street going to a bus stop. So as soon as I get to this bus stop, we'll go ahead and sit down and continue this chat. But I want as much people as I can get to join this post. What's up, Enza? Glad to see you watching. I'm glad you joined the party. The fact is, Homeless Advocate Connection had a purpose. When it didn't fulfill its purpose, it burned me out. It just burned me out. It became a burden. It really did. Because I felt like I was the only one contributing to it. I'm not the only homeless advocate out here. There's a ton of us. And the sad part is, the good majority of them were too busy ridiculing me and not helping. If we'd all come together on the same page, we wouldn't have had a problem. If we're homeless advocates, we're not speaking against the homeless and calling them a problem. We're helping them. We don't care what the organizations do. We don't care. It doesn't matter. These organizations aren't helping them. And it's quite apparent. They're misusing the government funds that they're given. And that's not my money. That's the taxpayer money. Y'all want to know why they're charging so many taxes? Well, because too many of these government organizations are sapping the government dry with this charity shit that they keep dragging out. And that's a fact. Look, in Tucson alone, they say there's only 8,000 homeless people. And yet, they got $140.6 million last year and 18,000 housing vouchers. Why couldn't they house 8,000 homeless people? I'll tell you why. They weren't trying. They were just stealing the money. They were helping their closest friends. but not the ones who really needed it. That's why you see people driving $90,000 vehicles living in Section 8 housing. What kind of sense does that make? Tell me that's where you wanted your money to go. Now, if we all come together and we just start doing it outside these organizations, we don't need them organizations. Your money can stay in your pocket. See, that's a fact. And it doesn't drain the government as much. If the people come together, we can do more than any one of these government organizations ever did. We can do more. We can make a bigger impact faster than any government organization. But the people have to get behind it and support it and make a difference. It's about making a difference. You're not seeing the difference, so let's become that difference. Y'all think about this for a while, real talk. I've always been a true person. I've always been real. I've always been straightforward. I'm no different now than I was a long time ago. Except a long time ago, I was more silent. I didn't speak as loud. My voice wasn't heard as much. That's right. We the people for the people. We can come together and solve this issue. We don't have to ridicule and shame people. We can do this the right way. Y'all think about it. I'm going to put together an organization. It's going to be more of a ministry. And we're not here to shame people. That's why it's going to be called No Cross Ministries. We come in Jesus' name. So we don't give crosses. We don't shame people and ridicule them. We just get them their needs met. That's what it's about. That's what Jesus did. And no matter what their past, we can forgive them for that. We don't have to shame them for it. Shaming someone's easy, but you know what it does to the person? It tears them apart. It tears them down inside and takes away their hope and their dignity and their pride. It makes them feel ashamed about themselves. Why? People spent too many years doing that to me, and it stops now. It's going to stop. I'm done listening to it. I'm done. I'm not taking it anymore. You're not going to shame me. I've already shamed myself enough. I can move on. If you can't, that's your problem. That's your problem. My past is behind me. My past is behind me. I've dealt with a lot of stuff. So, hey y'all, I'm getting on a bus. We're going to talk more later. Have a great day.